Welcome Sagittarius to your weekly reading. This is for the 6th to the 13th of October. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Sagittarius, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges coming through. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We'll then move on to take a look at your unexpected blessing coming through. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Sagittarius, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with our Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now Sagittarius, you have two aces coming through, which tells us this is going to be a very auspicious week for you. At the beginning of the week, my dear Sagittarius, I do feel that you are going to get a brainwave, a great idea, an epiphany. Something is going to seemingly strike you out of nowhere that gives you a really good idea about how to proceed in a certain area. Now, I feel, Sagittarius, this particular area is something you have already thought about. It's something you have been mulling over. Some of you, I think, could have even started it, but you haven't gone too far with it, and some of you are just slow in getting going. But what I see with our Ace of Wands is at the beginning of this week, you get some kind of brainwave on how to speed this up, on how to get this into motion, so it doesn't have this plodding along energy about it or just seemingly taking forever to get going. Now Sagittarius, this of course is going to be so personal to you. If, say for example, my dear Sagittarians, you have been looking to meet somebody significant and you have been on one particular dating platform and it just hasn't taken off. You've gone on a few dates, all very pleasant, all very sweet, but nothing substantial. What I am seeing with Ace of Wands is at the beginning of this week, you get a really innovative idea on how you are going to meet somebody romantically. Now, Sagittarius, I think this is going to be something you never thought of before, but it's going to be something that appeals to you. It sits well with you. I'll give you a very simple example. If you perhaps have always wanted to learn how to scuba dive, and you see that there is a trip going to a wonderful resort, and as part of the package, you learn how to scuba dive, and you can see that it's geared for people who are solo travelers. The idea to do something like this will strike you. It'll seem so exciting and so novel, something you've never tried before. You've always wanted to learn how to scuba dive, and so you sign up for it because you know there's going to be great possibility that there are like-minded people there and a potential romantic partner. My dear Sagittarians, if you have been looking for a job, and you could have been looking for a job for ages, what we see is that at the beginning of this week, you could just have an epiphany to contact somebody that you worked with 5 or 10 years ago. Perhaps it was a boss you used to love and get on famously with, and you just think to yourself, you know what, I'm going to phone them. Maybe they know of something, maybe they have something going. I will see where it takes me. Whatever it is, I think this is going to set the ball in motion in what Knight of Pentacles represents to you, and we see things now taking off. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are, and we have Queen of Pentacles and Justice. Now, Sagittarius, what I'm seeing here might not resonate with everybody, but there is somebody coming through here presenting as Queen of Pentacles. This could be a masculine or feminine. It's the energy of Queen of Pentacles I'm speaking about. And what I'm seeing here is that something could have happened with regards to you and Queen of Pentacles in the recent past. This could have been a friend that you had a disagreement with. This could be a family member that you are really unhappy with. Perhaps they said something or did something that was really hurtful. This could be your significant other who really behaved in an unthinking way and you're just not happy with them at the moment. Now, what I see with justice coming through, my dear Sagittarians, is that this week you are going to be able to find your way forward with Queen of Swords. I don't think that this is going to be a big, epic fallout. I think this is one of those things that happens in relationships. It could have been a misunderstanding. It could have been that you took something they meant as a joke the wrong way. Or it could have been that they were really unthinking, Sagittarius. But whatever it is, justice tells me that you will be able to speak to them calmly from the heart. Let them know what you're thinking and feeling. And Queen of Pentacles is going to be very responsive to you. They too don't want any disharmony or discord between you, and I feel this is going to sort itself out very quickly and amicably. So please take that where it might resonate with you. Now let us move on and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we've got Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Now, under this message, Spirit is seeing you, Sagittarius, as King of Wands. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine, it's the energy of King of Wands I'm speaking about. Now, as you remember, we saw Ace of Wands coming in our first message, and here, as King of Wands, we see you accepting and holding the wand of infinite possibility. So this could very well be related to this slow-moving energy or the energy of something not even taking off for you just yet. What Spirit wants me to know is that this could have been really frustrating for you, Sagittarius. You know, if you wanting to meet somebody romantically and nothing is happening, Spirit wants me to know that it really left you feeling very lonely and isolated and having this feeling of being out there on your own and not being seen and loved. If you, my dear Sagittarians, have been looking for a job and it has not been going well, of course this is going to make you feel financially deprived in some way. The energy of scarcity and lack will kick in, and that's never a positive feeling. But once this wand appears, and whatever it is for you, whether it's an idea, an epiphany, or just another way of looking at an existing situation, as you move on it, you take yourself into the King of Wands energy. Now, King of Wands is a strong and powerful energy. This is our go-getting, innovative, and creative king. This is the king that does not sit in the Five of Pentacles. He is going to do whatever it takes to get out of it, because it doesn't align with who he is and where he sees himself. So, my dear Sagittarians, even if things seem quite grim and bleak at the moment, please do not despair. Once you start working with our King of Wands energy, this wonderful influx of inspiration, motivation, passion is going to be coming, flooding into your life, and you will find the way forward so that you can get this initiated and on the road. Now let's move on and see what your unexpected blessing is that is coming through, and we've got Ace of Swords and the Emperor. Now, Sagittarius, we have somebody else coming through under this message, presenting as the Emperor. And once again, this could be a masculine or feminine. It's the energy of the Emperor I'm speaking about. Now, this is somebody, Sagittarius, who I feel could be in your life or somebody new coming in, but they are a person of wisdom, stability. They've got a lot of great advice to give you. This is somebody who has life experience, and whatever they impart to you, whether it's advice, suggestions, or giving you a leg up or an idea, it comes from the heart. They want to see you do well. With Ace of Swords here, I do see our Emperor coming in with something, my dear Sagittarius, that helps you cut through all the clutter and the emotional energy around you, and will help you see things for exactly what they are. And I do feel that our Emperor is coming in with pearls of wisdom. They're going to give you a good direction. They're going to give you a great introduction, maybe an introduction to somebody who has potential to be a romantic partner, maybe an introduction to somebody who's looking to hire somebody with your skill set. The Emperor could come in and put certain situations and areas of your life into perspective, giving you a clear vision of what you should do and how you should go about it. Whoever this is for you, my dear Sagittarians, they are going to show you the way forward in such a way that you feel confident about your road and you feel as though you are on your way to victory and success. Right, now let us move on and see what the possible outcome of the week is. And we have the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. Now this Devil energy of feeling trapped and stuck and chained is very connected to our Five of Pentacles and wherever you are feeling it. This just tells me that some of my Sagittarians really have been feeling that they are never going to get out of this. You just can't see your way forward. How are you ever going to meet that significant other that you really love and who really loves you? How are you ever going to meet new people and have a new social group? How are you ever going to get that great job? What we see happening at the end of the week is that this energy of being stuck alleviates with our two aces coming through and you working with our King of Wands energy. This is now released and you, my dear Sagittarius, are left with this wonderful energy of, there are always possibilities and opportunities to do things and experience things, whether you start something new or you look at something that wasn't working with fresh eyes. The Page of Pentacles tells me you've got the energy and you've got the excitement for what is now transpiring and coming into your life. Very nice week ahead, Sagittarius. Right, let's move on now and get a message from your guides for the week. So we want to see now what Sagittarius's guides would like to share with them, please. And you have Rest, Holy Spirit. Now, Sagittarius, when Holy Spirit comes in with the message of rest, they want you to know that there is so much going on this week. There is a lot of big energies playing out. You working with King of Wands energy, dealing with people with strong personalities that have an impact on your life. And Holy Spirit is coming in with a very gentle yet strong message, asking you in between all of this to find time for yourself, just to pull back, rest or do what rest means to you, read a book, be out in nature, watch a great movie, meet a friend for coffee. Give yourself time to decompress and to absorb all this exciting energy we saw coming through. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.